Hello. That's how I start these now. Yeah, this is devlog number 6. It's been a little while since the last update. What's been going on? I've really been working on Roro's, his design, the way that Ryan interacts with Roro. It started with Roro follows you around. Roro's like Ryan's puppy, if you will. And he follows her around. And the initial design in my head was that Ryan would be able to bash him with her sword, and he would shoot in the direction that he got bashed. He would either go straight forward or straight up. If he happened to be airborne and Ryan happened to be above him and she bashed downwards, he would shoot straight down. In that scenario, she would also get a boost, an upward boost. So I thought that was pretty cool, like a little bit of traversal there, like get Roro to hop up a bit, and then you jump up, you do the downward bash, and you get extra height. You can use Roro to hit enemies, bounce off walls, solve some kind of environmental puzzles, and in addition to all that, you could use him to traverse. So I got Roro and Ryan set up just in a little box, just to see if it's fun, just to play with just them. And it sucked. It was really lame. I thought about, well, hitting Roro with your sword it seems like a no-brainer. Like there's just something, I can't shake that idea. And so I was like, well, what if he was more like a ball, like a soccer ball, and you could juggle him. So like if you hit him upwards, depending on where you hit him, like if he's a little bit to the left of you, he'll kind of bounce to the left, and if he's a little bit, and if he's a little bit to the right, he'll bounce to the right a little bit. There's a little bit more challenge to juggling him, keeping him in the air. I built that, and that was actually pretty fun. If it could be pretty nice in just the box, then it's like, okay, let's see what else we can milk out of this. I grabbed those udders and started pulling, and I thought of being able to juggle him to build up a sort of power. Like Roro can like build this sword power. So like you juggle him once, he gets power level 1, and you hit him again, it's level 2, level 3, and that's probably the cap. If you hit him upwards, you're just juggling him, and then if you strike him before he hits the ground, he'll shoot to the nearest enemy, and depending on how much power he has stored up, that's how many times he'll ricochet off the enemy into the next enemy. So I brought in these enemies into this little test box. It's not where it needs to be good, but it's at the point where, I can turn this milk into ice cream if I just put in the work. But it feels good. It feels good to like, I don't know, take on this task that I was intimidated by, and then have it kind of organically turn into this thing that I am excited about. Also, in not directly game related, but love letter related, I reached out to a bunch of publishers that I suspected would be interested in this type of project. I reached out because I wanted to learn what they look for in a project, like what makes them excited to work with a project. And I also asked what a team can be prepared with going into a pitch. I want to pitch to you. What do I need to have ready to go? I reached out to about 25 publishers. It's exactly what you would expect, at least from the responses I got. It's like, have a game design document, have a demo. That seemed to be the consistent thing. Have a game design document, have a demo. Also worked on the story, and it's just good to like kind of get in and start writing, because I've learned that writing is a lot of fun. That's this week's update. Or this week's update. That's this month's update. Hopefully the next one won't be so late. This week will be just tightening up Roro and getting him more into a real actual level or a test level design as opposed to just in a box. That was update number 6, devlog number 6. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Share with your enemies. Tell everybody. You got a little bit of advice for me, let it be known. There's got to be like one other person who is curious about indie development. And if you got a little bit of advice for us, or you shed a little light on some problem, let it be known. Thank you very much for sticking around, hanging out. Looking forward to the next one.